What's going on? Today we are going to talk about how you can get booty gains. That's right, booty gains. So how can you get a nice muscular booty so when you do your cut, you're not ending up with like nothing back there? As a bikini competitor, an author of Bikini Competitor's Little Black Book of Awesome, which you should read whether or not you're a bikini competitor because it gives great information. The booty is where it's at. For bikini competitors, competitions are won from behind, and even, when you're out and about, if you're trying to attract a mate, for example, or even for yourself, having a nice booty is amazing. Besides just looking good, once you build muscle, you find that your daily activities get easier, like lugging all your groceries from your car to your house. All of a sudden, everything just gets easier. And on top of that, the fortitude that you learn from lifting, that mental toughness, carries with you to all areas of life. It makes you become more resilient with everything because you have confidence and you've practiced that willpower muscle while you're at the gym. This video I'm going to tell you exactly what I do in the gym and exactly what experts recommend in order to get results. This is simple. As Einstein says, make everything as simple as possible, but not easier, but not simpler. So commonly this is what you see in the gym, right? You usually see females on cardio machines all the time. Or if you see them in the gym, they're very ADD. Like they'll do one set of squats, go over, do something else that's really light, do one set of that, and then go do, it's very ADD. And the thing about being ADD at the gym is if you're not consistent with the exercises that you do, you can't gauge if you're getting stronger. So one way to gauge, besides taking before and after pictures, progression pictures, how you know you're gaining muscle is if you can do the same exercise with heavier weight with that same perceived exertion. For example, if you're doing a squat at the squat rack, for example, and you have a 25 on each side, and you're doing some squats, all of a sudden that's going to start to feel easier as you get stronger, so then you can add weight. Then all of a sudden your perceived exertion is going to be the same even though you're at a heavier weight. Do you know what I mean? That's how you can gauge results. So this is what I do when I go to the gym, and I highly recommend this as your routine. If you are new to bodybuilding, or if you've been at it for a while and you just want to see results, some of the other exercise routines that you see have so many different exercises in them. And it sucks because first of all, if you're new, you have to learn all those exercises. Or, let's face it, we don't have a lot of time to dick around, to dick around in the gym. Like, to do 8 different exercises, that's gonna take you a while to do. So this is what it is. You par down. You don't do as many exercises, but when you do that exercise, the intensity is there. So let's say you're doing 8 different exercises, but when you do them, it's da 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 da, you're not feeling anything. No, we're gonna do 3 different exercises, but when you do them, that last rep, you're gonna be pushing with all you have. And this does a couple things. First of all, this is what makes muscle grow, when you actually have to feel like you're trying. If you're just going through the motions, nothing's going to happen. You're wasting your time if you really want to see results. And for so many years, I wasted my time at the gym. I did not see any results. It was only until I had the goal of becoming a bikini competitor and being successful at it did I start realizing changes in my body, because I had such a concrete goal that it made me get serious. Like Arnold says, let's get serious. Exercise number 1 is the squat. Form is everything. So what you want to do is you want to have your hips angled outward. Kind of like you're popping your booty. So definitely research how to get your form right for squats. That's really important. If you're new to squats, I recommend the Smith machine. If you aren't, you've been squatting for a while, then go to the squat rack. Exercise number 2 is the cable kickback machine. So that's the one where you take an anklet, put it around your ankle, and kick back with your leg. Exercise number 3 is the hip abductor. That's the one of my friends calls it the yes-no machine. That's the one where the pads are on the outside of your legs and you have to open up, which works also your glutes. So those are 3 glute exercises that I do at the gym. And before I get into those workouts, I make sure that my glutes are firing. How do I do this? I go on the Stairmaster, for example, and while making sure I'm pushing through my heels. Or you could get a Bosu ball and do some single leg bridges to make sure those glutes are firing, because the number one mistake of newbies is to do a squat and then to have your quads take over, which sucks. So if you get your glutes properly firing, then you don't have to worry about that. Now, how do you know your glutes are firing? Like, can you clench one of your buttocks and kind of like make them dance? I never could do this before, but since I started weight training, now I can do this because A, there's more muscle there, and B, you create this mind-body connection where you can, I'm doing it right now, where you can contract your glutes, and that's what we're looking for here. That way you get all those muscle fibers firing and you are good to go. Now you have your 3 exercises, right? So what rep range do you want to do and how many sets? My recommendation for rep range for muscle growth, I do 10 to 12 sets. And I do, 10 to 12 reps and 3 sets. So then you're going to do 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets for the squat, then do that same thing with the cable kickback, then do that same thing with the hip abductor machine. And there you have it. The reason why you have that rep range is because, for example, that's just a good rep range to give to somebody who is beginning, or just because this is like a whole nother video about volume, but that's the rep range that's best for volume, to give you a range where you can do the heaviest. Now, how do you know what is a good weight for you to lift? First of all, you don't want to start too heavy because you don't want to hurt yourself. You want to make sure that your form is correct first. But what you do is, how I know that my weight is correct is when I lift my last rep for every set, I'm trying to go to positive failure. That is my goal. How I can tell if my weight is too heavy, for example, on the squat, if I'm having a full body exertion versus a focal point of the buttocks, of the glutes. So that's how you know if you're going too heavy. For the cable kickback, if you feel the tendons in your legs, you have to, once you start strength training, your tendons also increase in strength as well. So you definitely want to be mindful of how your body feels. You want a good type of pain, a pain where you're forcing and you're exerting through the muscle, not a feeling of tightness in your tendon, because you definitely don't want to injure yourself. So do these 3 exercises. This should get you in and out of the gym in an hour. That includes showering. This is basically a 45-minute workout. And yeah, that way you can get gains and do it fairly quickly. So my name is Crystal, author of Bikini Competitor's Little Black Book of Awesome. If you think this was informative, you should definitely check out the book. And of course, good luck with everything in the gym. I find that having a goal such as a bikini competition really helped me realize results, because it was definitely a tangible goal. So if it's something that you're interested in, definitely read my book so you know what it's all about. Do your own research, and I believe in you, girl. You are going to kick arse next time you're at the gym. You're going to get the biggest, most muscular booty that anybody is. You're going to walk into the gym and people are going to be like, dang. Like, even black guys are going to be like, dang. Alright, I think I'm done. Alright, you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yes, and subscribe please, because I get really happy when I see subscribers, because it makes me feel like all this is for people that care. So it motivates me to make new videos when I see subscribers, because I feel like, alright, I'm doing it for somebody. Somebody out there is listening and is finding this information valuable, because I have a lot of information to share and I just want to help. So please subscribe and live long, prosper, nerd out.